Beautiful day to you all out there. This M4S Studios again, where we only treat the masterminds. And today, we have somebody who has been there, out there, in global media space, who has done a lot. He's been a commissioner, he's been a writer, a publisher, somebody that has a lot to offer the younger, upcoming generation. People keep saying, who are the real role models of the younger media practitioners today? But there's somebody in the house, no other person than Louis, legendary, award-winning Louis Odion. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. Of course, we all know you're a hard hitter, but today we're not going to hit too hard because we don't want M4S to explode. So we'll take it subtle. But let's start, before we go to Opukpe, which I know you talked so much about, you've written so much about. Let's look at the media space. What does it hold? What does the future look like?
Yeah. Well, let me begin by thanking you for the opportunity. It wasn't. I only came in to say hello
to a friend of yours in the house.
Friend, Mike. I least prepared for this, but so when he asked that I come to the studio and answer a question, I couldn't refuse because it's somebody I hold in high esteem.
Great.
I think to start with, let me begin by commending him. It takes a lot of courage and focus to pursue a project of this magnitude.
Yeah.
One must also give kudos to him for being visionary. He has done a lot to sport industry in the country. If you talk about sport marketing, I believe Fast Modi embodies that.
Yeah.
He has been there for
what we call the numero uno.
Yeah. He's been there for 3 decades.
Yeah.
And now coming into TV is a totally different milestone. And it speaks to somebody who understands the terrain. Now you are graduating from not just marketing, but also projecting the industry. So I must commend him for this project. Media is not something. It's not buying and selling.
Absolutely.
It's not something you maybe import a container. You import a container from China, then you wait for maybe a month or two to clay it, then you sell, then after 2 weeks or so, you smile to the bank. If you come into media, you have to be driven by passion. Right. But it's not something the gratification is not instant.
Absolutely.
So it's only passion that drives you into a project like this. So that's why.
He's a very passionate
I must commend him for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So talking about
the media, the younger generation, how do we?
Well, is like we were discussing before this tape started rolling. Won't feel very misfeeling. Let me put it that way, in the sense that the challenges the media faces today is enormous. We expect a lot from the reporter. We expect them to be accurate. We expect them to be imaginative, creative, and all of that. But on the human side, the media is going through a lot of distress. I mean, I'm ashamed to admit openly that in most newspapers you have today, they are unable to pay salaries as and when due. So when you're unable to pay your reporters, how do you drive them to put in the best? That's why I said one will respond to that question with some mixed feeling, in the sense that the opportunities we had when we started was, it wasn't the age of technology.
Yeah.
In our own days, if you're writing a report, you do what we call background. You have to background the story. When you go out there, you report, you go to the library, get a file, write a background to tie to the present. But today, at the click of a button, everything comes in. So the ease of technology is not matched by economic realities. Yeah. The opportunities are there. You don't really need to exert yourself so much today to be accurate in terms of information. You can get information
at the fingertip.
At the fingertip.
Yeah.
You can do that. We didn't have that opportunity.
So,
but then the environment we operated in was a lot more rewarding. When I say rewarding, our salaries get paid as and when due. And I remember back then, it was possible for you to maybe approach your editor and sell a story idea to your editor. Okay, I want to travel to Kano to go and do a story. I intend to spend a week. Of course, when you are doing that, you come with a list of stories you want to pursue. Not just interviewing prominent people, you also want to do features.
Yeah.
You want to go to historical site and all of that. So when you package that, it comes with a budget. Your editor approves. So you travel.
Yeah.
So for a whole week, you are out there. The sense of adventure was always exciting.
Yeah.
So you go out there, after a week you come back, loaded with stories. So what you harvest on the trip can last you for another 2 weeks or 3 weeks, writing exclusive stories.
Beautiful. Then
but today,
it's a different,
the reporters don't have that because your editor or the manager is struggling to pay salary. So you don't go and meet him and say, look, I need extra bucks to travel to Kano to go and write story. He probably will tell you that the resources we have, hey, I want to prioritize your salary.
Yeah, but again, let's look at it. You have come from that generation to this generation. So are we saying there's no future for the tabloids, the newspapers anymore? And if there is, how do they find their footing in this age of social media where the news breaks immediately? Because they still have to go. The newspaper has to go to bed. And everybody has to write. It has to now get people to go and distribute. How would they merge the current social re-engineering with the way publishing should go?
Yeah, thank you. That's a very tricky one, in the sense that I believe the future of the media is content.
Yeah.
Of course, technology has bridged the gap. It's not a truly global village. Something happens in India or US or UK, instantly you get a report. And you're able to also respond real time. So it's now a global village. So what will stand you out now is depth, context, giving perspective to story. So that is what will stand you out. So I believe that is what media practitioners should be aiming at now. Gone are the days where you want to maybe be a generalist. Like the concept behind your new station now is wholly devoted mostly to sports. So you create your niche. So if you have a media in US or CNN, they are doing a report, they will refer to you in Nigeria. Okay, you are the go-to person as far as sports is concerned. So when you do that, you get paid. And when you also upload your content in the cyberspace, whoever accesses it will also pay you. So that's the feature of the media we are looking at. If you also look at even the global trend now is to also monetize content. So if you upload your material on the cyberspace, if anybody is going to access it,
he pays
a token. So that thing is the future of the media. You know, when we started, it was manual, analog, so to speak. The newspaper MD or the manager, the management, they have to be knowledgeable in printing. You have to have a skill in transportation. You have to have skill in editorial. So
you have to wear all the caps.
You have to wear all the caps. I remember when we started National Life in 2008. I started National Life with some friends and some financiers. When we started, we had I think we had over 20 brand new vehicles in our fleet when we started. I tell you, within 8 months, we had lost about 8 of those vehicles, either through theft or through accident.
Okay.
You know, but with the media, there is a media landscape that is emerging now. You no longer need to put
so
vehicles
much,
on the
yeah,
road.
true.
So that's why I say the e-media is the future. I believe with time, in another 5 years or so, the hard copy would have become obsolete.
True.
So the future is
It's clicking
digital,
there and read what you need to read.
So when you do that, it also makes production cheaper.
Yeah.
It means that you no longer need to think about printing, newsprint, fueling your fleet of cars.
So many things.
So you now restrict yourself to just content.
Yeah.
Then you can optimize your skill and your resources.
Yeah. True.
So I believe with
yeah,
time,
like what you said, it's not just about the newspaper. Even the television industry is being affected because the younger generation is what we call appointment viewing. They just want to use their little phone. Okay, do I want to see this? And then chit-chat with their friends. So it's a changing world.
Yeah.
But are we all ready? That's the big question. But let me take another issue that has become a burden to the global play. It's fake news. How do we address it? Because you see a lot of them, this thing could cause problem one day if it is not well managed. How do we spot fake news from the real news?
You just took the word out of my mouth. It's not just fake news. We also have the onslaught of AI.
AI, yeah.
AI
Yes,
now. So it's very possible for somebody now
to use your face and your
my voice,
yes, and you say anything.
animate it, and ascribe what I never said to me,
yeah.
and it will look real.
It's true.
So we face, the world faces grave danger.
Yeah.
Because I think it was Professor Shoyinka who said very jovially sometime in the past that perhaps the next world war will be ignited by fake news. That would illustrate the gravity of
what it could take,
the threat we face. This may not be popular, but I believe at some point we will have to face reality.
Yeah.
There has to be regulation.
Yeah.
You know, people get away with propagating falsehood now, largely because there is no consequence. There is no, the fear of consequence is minimal.
Yeah.
It's possible now for somebody now to suddenly, everybody's a publisher now.
Absolutely,
If you have a smartphone,
you
write a story, then you throw it into the social media. Oh, something happened in Lekki, 3 people dead, and so. And those who are not deep, they just start broadcasting, and before you know it,
it's catching fire.
The whole place are ablaze. Like the incident we had, I'm sorry to say again, during the NSAS riot. Of course, the violence we experienced in Lagos was most unfortunate, but I believe fake news also contributed largely to the escalation of the problem we had then.
Well,
you know, there were incidents at the Admiralty Gate from the panel inquiry the government set up. It's been able. It has been established now that some military officer came from Bonica, came there to toll gate with a view to dispersing young Nigerians who were agitating for something legitimate.
I agree.
So I'm coming to that.
Yeah.
So they got there, and without provocation, they started shooting.
Yeah.
Then, which is condemnable in any, by any
standard.
Yeah. Now, what now got propagated was that there was pogrom. That was a strong language. So when you apply a word like pogrom, it's an extreme word.
Okay, so
of course, when that happens, when there is already tension in the country, it triggers
all kinds of reactions.
So that's what I'm saying. That there are those who propagated that fake news. Then I'm not aware that anybody will be held accountable. So what I'm saying that until we all agree that there should be standard. By standard, I mean consequence for bad behavior. I don't think we'll go anywhere.
I
because
agree.
If, of course, it's not popular now. If you mention that, you can be sure
People
the populists out there, they want to grab media. They want to, but I keep telling people, look, for us journalists, I feel diminished every time people look at us, look at our industry, and say, "Oh, are you sure that story is correct?" So when we started, you could almost swear with anything printed. Once it comes out in the paper, you mean it's authentic.
I totally agree.
Because a lot of effort go there in terms of research, in terms of integrity of editorial judgment, and all of that.
Yeah.
But today, you find all kinds of characters. Everybody's a publisher now. It says a blogger.
Because if you blog, I mean, you have the space. Some bloggers have 5 million followers.
Exactly.
So it becomes they're bigger than a lot of newspapers. They're bigger than a lot of television stations.
Yes.
So they control. But like you said, I think it's time to find a way around it. I won't say regulate because people will come after you. But let's sit down. Let's internally check from the media. Get some people like you, lead media personality, to sit down, advise. How do we function so that we don't create chaos in the society? I think this will go a long way in helping us fashion a real roadmap.
Yeah.
And again, we need to take experience from other countries. How is the US doing it? How is the UK doing it? We should have a study. You cannot work in isolation. That's why I look at it.
No. What I'm trying to say is that there has to be a consensus around that. Yeah. Of course, you have a new law now, which is called cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. I know that.
So, of course, when people get apprehended now or questioned for
cyberbullying,
writing fake news. Of course, you have professional. What the word now?
Is it arbitrators?
Not arbitrator, professional agitators who will come out even without looking at the facts. They start saying, "Oh no, it's an attempt to muzzle press and all of that." So what I'm saying is that until we all agree that there has to be a cut-off point at which you don't tolerate you don't tolerate bad behavior. We won't make progress until people begin to have a fear that if I publish something fake, I risk paying every penalty. That's when we'll start.
Thank you very. Like before, I talked about what the role he plays in the race to be what is one of the biggest races. It's been on now for about 12 years. The Opukpe Road Race.
Yes.
Did you ever run?
Well,
you look very fit.
I participated in the executive race. Executive race. Yeah. It all started when Comrade Adams Oshomole, he was governor of Edo State then, and he came with a passion to connect communities in Edo State, and of course that mission. Brought him to Opukpe. Before then, Opukpe was abandoned, was disconnected.
A hilly side.
And his joke then was that sometimes when people lose their loved ones, particularly when it's during rainy season, they probably won't be able to bury until dry season because of the difficult terrain. Yeah. So he summoned the courage, the guts to say, okay, he was going to make a change. So that was how the jungle was linked. I'm talking about Opukpe now.
Yeah.
So I eventually, everybody was invited to the inauguration of the road, and it was very, very beautiful landscape, undulating hills and all of that. So at the commissioning, everybody saw a beautiful road. But Mike Itemwago saw an opportunity for road race.
Okay.
So that was the start of Opukpe Race.
Interesting.
And you won't believe it. It was like a joke when he mentioned it to Comrade Adam Oshomole then, that look, we can actually commence a road race, a 10-kilometer road race with this. And he was going to look at the finances. He will get his friends in corporate community to buy into that, and the thing will fly. And we thought it was a joke. And before you knew it, Mike, is a whiskey. He got everybody involved. And when the race took off, it caused a national sensation.
Yeah.
It turned out, I think the maiden winner of the race were actually Kenya. I think they came from Kenya, or Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So that put Edo
in the global
on the global map of athletics.
Yeah.
So it speaks to the creativity of Mike that I mentioned earlier. So to his credit too that the scheme have been sustained. I'm sure they are in the fifth.
No, they've no. 10th, 11th. The COVID stopped it for 2 years,
for 2 years,
and then this year, so they're actually going to their 14th year.
14th year.
Yeah. They've done well.
So it speaks to Mike's tenacity, is a pushful, never quit spirit. So I must commend him for that.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, if most people don't know, it was the first long race to be transmitted live on Super Sport.
I think the governor, Oshomole, then, he ran the 12
He finished it, 10th kilometer.
But for people like us who were able to do our own, we did our own. And we started from the beginning.
It's so sad.
And we're able to finish at the end. So don't ask us how we're able to.
No, but you did it. You see, that is why in Nigeria, that's why Adams Oshimole is in high demand. They see his energy and strength.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are aspiring to have such energy.
Yeah.
But it's a great pleasure. Good talking with you.
Thanks.
All right, gentlemen, have a pleasant day. And then we'll catch up some other time to talk more on beautiful aspects, great moments of sports in Nigeria. Bye.